No.2. Viewpoint on the Reformation and Scientific Advancement.
英語化は愚民化。日本の国力が地に落ちる。Anglicization leads to imbecilization. Japan's national power will decline. 著者はTeruhisa Se.
Viewpoint on the Reformation and Scientific Advancement. 1. The Protestant Reformation and the Mother Tongue. The author draws an analogy between the status of Latin in medieval Europe and the status of English today. Medieval European context. Intellectual authority in academia, theology, and administration was monopolized by Latin. The Bible was in Latin, forcing the general public to rely on the interpretations of the clergy, the privileged class. This structure mirrors the current divide between the English-speaking global elite and the Japanese-only general populace. Luther's contribution. Luther translated the Bible into German and utilized the printing press for its wide distribution. This enabled ordinary people to directly understand and deeply contemplate religious and philosophical ideas in their mother tongue, German. Conclusion. The act of relativizing the authority of Latin and centering intellectual activity in the mother tongue is highlighted as the catalyst for the intellectual liberation and self-reliance of the masses, which eventually led to the formation of modern nation-states.
2. Scientific advancement and the mother tongue. The establishment of the mother tongue as the primary language of instruction is presented as essential for the rapid scientific and technological development seen in European nations and modern Japan. Widespread education in the mother tongue. Scientific knowledge and advanced learning began to be taught not in a privileged language like Latin or English, but in the respective national mother tongues, French, German, Japanese, etc. This allowed talented young people, regardless of class or background, to efficiently and deeply acquire knowledge, leading to its effective sharing and accumulation. The Japanese example, Meiji era. Though some proposed making English the official language in the early Meiji period, the government rejected this. Instead, it systematically translated and indigenized dochaku-ka, Western knowledge, into Japanese. This indigenization enabled the entire nation to master advanced science and technology in their mother tongue, facilitating unique national development and making Japan the only non-Western nation to successfully modernize in that era. Examples of the Philippines and others. 1. The case of the Philippines, Anglicization and the fixation of poverty. The Philippines, where English was established as an official language under U.S. colonial rule, is one of the most Anglicized nations in Asia. The author presents this case as a model for the class stratification that Japan's Anglicization policies could bring about. The dual nature of English. While many Filipinos speak conversational English, only a small segment of the elite class possesses the proficiency necessary for advanced conceptual thinking and specialized discussions. The two-tiered intellectual structure. The elite class accesses global information and knowledge through English, benefiting from the global economy. Conversely, the majority of the population, limited to their mother tongue, example, Tagalog or imperfect English, faces restricted intellectual opportunities and economic mobility, tending to become fixed in poverty. Conclusion. The widespread use of English among the population is separate from the issue of widespread distribution of national wealth. The author warns that Anglicization can in fact exacerbate and solidify disparity among the populace. 2. The case of India, the mixed blessing of the colonial language. Similar to the Philippines, English plays a vital role in administration, business, and higher education in India. Peculiarities of a multilingual nation. Given hundreds of languages, English is, to some extent, an unavoidable common administrative and business language. However, the author stresses that this unique situation cannot be directly applied to linguistically homogeneous Japan. English, as the language of the former colonial power, is argued to be a potent tool of power, enabling the elite to maintain dominance over the general population. 3. The author's argument. Using examples as realistic counter-evidence to the proponent's economic growth through English education fantasy. The argument is that a large English-speaking population does not necessarily lead to the overall intellectual advancement or development of the nation. Rather, it substantiates the risk that excessive Anglicization can divide the population and weaken the foundational strength of the nation.